Yeah, but you lost your pops too. You were young too, right?
Yeah, I was 16. My dad died. He was just older though. But I think like, yeah, yeah. I mean, losing your dad when you're a kid is kind of tough. I think it's obviously it's tough. I think it is funny as you get older, you want to know the different stuff about him, you know?
Yeah.
Like, was he a pervert or
Yeah,
whatever?
what did he like?
Because it's still more
Yeah.
information, you know? Like, did he sleep in his car or whatever, you know? Like, what did he do, you know, for fun?
I think it's worse at your age though, because you could fully understand the scope of what happened, and you're at such a pivotal age in your life where you're growing and becoming a man. I was really young, so I didn't even really know what the fuck happened, and it hit me later. Like when I was in college, I was like, "Oh, I'm pretty angry about this." Like it'll show up more and more as I get older, because you understand like that's really sad to happen to a kid. But I feel like at your age, and forgive me if I'm wrong, but like that's visceral. That's some tough shit.
Yeah, I think, you know, my dad was so old. My dad was my dad was born in 1910. He was an old man. And so
What?
he was 70 when I was born. So he was 86 at that time, right?
Holy shit.
So it wasn't like I had like this, you know, dad that had this energy. And, you know, I had this kind of dad that was like sleeping in the distance a lot, or like, you know, all inadvertently causing shit to like falling asleep in the carpool. He'd come pick me up and he'd fucking doze off out there, you know, and my dad had this, he was always buying cars off these brothers that lived around the corner, right? And so one time he had this Cutlass that had some 22s in the trunk, some fucking bangers in that bitch. And he would just listen to like Rush Limbaugh and shit, like on with bass, dude,
Cranked
right?
up.
Oh, bro, and like it would be like Paul Harvey and just like these old commentators, and he would fucking just doze off in his car. And whenever he dozed off, he was old, his eyes would like leak, and they would just like water would kind of pour out of him because you're getting old. You know, your gaskets get bad. And so he was just fucking just shedding water weight. And I was just fucking like, what is going on?
So you were a little prepared. You were a little prepared.
I was prepared that things weren't going to go well.
Right.
You know, so my dad kind of was like a driving 911 kind of, he like kind of pulled up in his own little, like I would have been awesome if we got to put my dad's car behind that fire truck. On that
Superimpose your dad's car in there.
Yeah, he was always a 911, dude. Every time he came in, and sometimes you'd have to get his fucking car doors didn't work. You had to climb in the fucking wind. Everything was a fucking nightmare with him. And the teachers would always look at you like, don't get in there.
Right. With your dad?
Yeah.